Hello and welcome to Spread Book Joy. Today I've got another Pride Month pick and it is a gorgeous picture book called Nen and the Lonely Fisherman. If you're new to the channel, I'm Jack. I'm a qualified primary school teacher who shares great books for home or school. I've got quite a bit of a backlist of reviews building up now, middle grade, YA and picture books. And today, as it's Pride Month, I've been doing some Pride Month recommendations as well in children's books. And today I want to talk to you about a recently published beautiful picture book called Nen and the Lonely Fisherman. It's by Ian Eagleton and James Mayhew, and it's all about this gorgeous merman called Nen. Can you see his shimmering tail? Hopefully you can see it all shimmering. And Nen lives beneath the ocean depths. I'm just going to show you some of these gorgeous pictures while I talk to you about the story. And Nen is he loves exploring the oceans and the depths of the oceans, and the picture book turns this way so you can see all the depth of the oceans, but his heart is empty. So every night he goes above the waves and he sings a sad song, and his song carries across the waves, and he's looking for it's a song of hope, and he whispers these song of hope, and the words are just carried across the waves. But his father, Pelagios, who's like the ruler of the oceans, warns him not to go above the waves and not to speak to the people who, to humans basically. But he begins to explore and he ignores his father, and he discovers a lonely fisherman called Ernest. And one night, Ernest hears something drifting over the sighing ocean, something beautiful and mysterious. And of course, it's Nen's song of hope. Filled with excitement, Ernest sets off to find out what the noise is, and he follows this lovely rainbow coloured song, and he finds a merman, which is Nen. And then they get to know each other, and they both feel happy and they feel joyful, and their eyes sparkle when they look at each other. But Pelagios, his dad, Nen's father, is not happy, so he sends a storm, and basically Nen has to rescue Ernest. When he does rescue Ernest at the very end, it's all a very happy ending, of course. He rescues Ernest, and when they gaze into each other's eyes, and then Pelagios says, Pelagios wondered if perhaps just maybe Ernest was different after all, because Pelagios doesn't trust humans, of course. And at the very, very end, it says, and under each dazzling blue sky, while the seagulls dive and squawk, Nen and Ernest hold hands, laughing and dreaming about the future. Isn't it just beautiful? This is an absolutely lovely picture book. So it's just a stunning picture book and a really lovely story, beautifully illustrated, and a really welcome addition to the LGBTQ plus range of picture books that are starting to build up out there. And even better, Stephen Fry has a free audio reading of the book. And I love Stephen Fry reading anything. He could read the phone book and I would listen to it. So I'll show you where it is. It's on Instagram. If you go to Owlet Press's page and go to their IGTV, you can listen to Nen and the Lonely Fisherman read by Stephen Fry, the dulcet tones of Stephen Fry, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It's a really lovely story. The publisher, Owlet Press, is someone I want to gush about right now. Owlet Press is a small independent publisher, and they've got a mission statement to change the world one story at a time, and their books are really inclusive and diverse, and I'm just going to show you a couple of them, which I absolutely really love. So Nen and the Lonely Fisherman, I actually bought a copy for myself, but these ones I was sent by Owlet Press. I requested them actually, and they did send me some copies for review, but I just knew I would love them, and I actually requested one book, but they sent me several. And I do have a review of this one on my website already, but it's called Wild, and it's by Annette Demetriou and Dawn White, and it's illustrated by Ryan Sonderegger, and it's actually a book about battling toxic masculinity. It's the first picture book of its kind. It's about like challenging gang culture and those ideas of what a man should be or what a boy should be. So these two little wolves, Wolfie and Wilfie, they're very sweet, and they're like surrounded by a pack of wolves who say they can't be real wolves because they're not mean, they're not nasty, and it's about standing up for yourself and being true to who you are. So what makes a wolf a wolf, and it's like really what makes a little boy a little boy. And actually I just thought it was really well done, the brilliant illustrations, and the message is just super positive about being yourself and not conforming to a particular stereotype, which I loved. Another gorgeous picture book by them is We're Off to Find a Fairy, which is just your like lovely standard call and response rhyming pattern book, and it's got this gorgeous theme to it. It kind of reminded me of like we're all going on a bear hunt, and all these fabulous characters go off to find a fairy, and they're like, oh, can we see this? Is that a fairy? No, it's a bumblebee. Is that a fairy? No, it's a glowworm, etc., etc. So you've got this just gorgeous cast of really representative, diverse range of characters. So we've got a wheelchair user, we've got elderly people, we've got a black fairy, which is fantastic. And yeah, I just thought really inclusive, really representative, and it's not about anything other than a lovely fairy hunt, which is glorious. This is really brilliant. So this is a great book for stimulating children's ideas for writing and storytelling. It's called Don't Look in This Book, which immediately makes you want to look in the book. Very, very clever. But you've got all these different ideas that you could do as jumping off points for stories. Look at these tigers on a train, these children racing across the sky, like superhero race, like racing dinosaurs in space. Amazing. And yeah, so basically they go inside the book, these children, and they come across all these wacky situations. And I just think they're just so imaginative. The illustrations are brilliant, and they just be a great story starter stimulus. So yeah, beautiful. So it's always good to support smaller independent publishers, and I just wanted to give a really big shout out to Owlet Press. They did send me 3 of those books for review, but that was at my request because I just think they're fabulous. I think the books that they produce are different, they're diverse, they've got huge representation in them, and we just need as much diversity in our picture books as possible, really. And Nen and the Lonely Fisherman, they didn't send me. I bought this because it's just, well, why wouldn't you? Look how glorious it is. But I actually won a copy, a signed copy on Instagram, so I'm going to gift away this copy of Nen and the Lonely Fisherman to someone in the UK only, I'm afraid. I'm going to do it over on Instagram next week, so if you don't follow me on Instagram, you'll find the link to my Instagram in the description box below. So click it, come follow me on Instagram, and next week at some point I'll be posting a gift away of this book. If you like this video, please click like, maybe make a comment, tell me what you think of Nen and the Lonely Fisherman and Owlet Press. I just think they're doing a marvellous job of trying to bring a more diverse range of characters and clear messages to children about being themselves and being proud of who they are. I just love their messages. So tell me what you think of that in the description box, in the comments below. And if you like this video, please click like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you again here soon. Bye!